Why are you doing this?
Okay. All right, here's what I like you to do. Take your piece of paper, fold it like a hot dog right now. So longwise, lengthwise, like this. So it's folding longwise like this.
Yeah.
Fold it in half, crease it.
Huh.
Yep, that way. All right. Now what you're gonna do, now that we have this folded, let me get rid of all these pictures. Okay, so now that you have it folded, you have scissors in front of you, don't do anything yet. So it kind of looks like this right now. Alright, that's what the paper kind of looks like right now. Here's what we're going to do. You're going to cut down the middle of this one side. Now, it's not all the way through. It's not going to this back side. It's going to this side only. You're going to make your first cut here. You're going to go right up to the ridge. So, it's like this. Okay, the back is not touched. You're going up the ridge to the middle. Okay, so you're only doing it to one side of the flat. Okay, so just cut right down the middle. Yep, just like that. You're only doing it to one side. Just go up to the ridge and stop. Okay, now that you have that, you are going to make 2 more cuts above it and below it. So what I mean by that, you're going to cut 2 more times going this way to make 3 total strips. And you're going to cut 2 below it to make 3 total strips below that. Okay, so your total should have 6 strips of paper in the end. It should look like this. That's what it should look like in the end. Okay, 6 strips. Alright, I'll explain why we're doing this. It's gonna be one of our little things we're gonna do today.
I can move with that. It's something fun.
So you should have 6 strips of paper. Okay. Now, somewhere on there, I'd like to put your name on there. Somewhere. I don't care what you have. Just really small, just in the corner. So, you know, if this is my piece of paper, I'm going to put it in the corner. So, put my name, Mr. Ward. Okay, alright. Now,
Wait, as in corner, does it have to go down like that?
yeah,
Or
just put it anywhere you want. Just as long as you're not taking the whole page. Okay? Alright, now let me explain. Alright, let me throw this up here.
Oh no.
Alright. Okay, now I'm gonna go through here and I'm gonna explain. Let me turn the camera here.
Oh.
We're gonna pan it. Alright. So, what you're looking at here, these are different countries' form of currency. Okay? What I'd like you to do is on the strips going down, I would like you to write the British pound on the top sheet of paper. So if this is what you're looking at, so we have our little book of papers here like this. Okay? The top strip you're going to write British pound. And it could be pretty big. All right, the British pound going down like that on the one flat, one tab. Okay, make sense? Second strip, you're going to write the Canadian dollar.
No. Yeah, sure.
All right, the Canadian dollar on the second strip. And it can be pretty big. You can go all the way across if you need to. Third strip. You're going to write the Chinese, and I don't know if it's the is it yen, I believe that's pronounced. The Chinese yen.
Which one are you looking at? Yeah, yeah.
Chinese yen. Now we're not gonna write a full name, so it keeps going. Renminbi. Yen. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'll have to check Google later. Okay, so that should be the top three. Next one after that. The Indian rupee.
Cool.
What are the first three?
Right here. British, Canadian, Chinese.
British,
Canadian,
Canadian.
Chinese. The one below that, we're going to write the Indian rupee.
Yeah, I might still have it. Okay. No, I gave it
I
back.
got another one. I think.
Okay.
Not quite there yet, but
That's
getting
fine.
there.
We're going to keep going. We only have a couple more. We have two more that we have to put. Okay, and the last two, because we have the top four so far, the last two last two, we're going the Japanese yen.
Didn't we just do the Chinese?
Yeah, but this
the
is
Japanese.
Japanese. Completely different country.
A better country, let's say that.
Let's not go that far. I won't make any judgments on any countries.
That's where all the cool cars are. Sometimes.
No, Lambos are made here in America.
I believe they're made in Italy.
I was just gonna
That's
say,
it.
they're made from Italians, you dingo.
Certain ones are made in Germany. Alright. And so, Japanese yen, and the last one, the Malaysian ringgit. Malaysian. I should spell it right. Malaysian ringgit.
Oh yeah, are you, which?
Now, here's my question. After you have those 6 written down, why did I pick those? Why did I put them in that order? When you figure that out, talk amongst yourselves. Why did I put those 6 on your paper, and why did I go in that order?
Well, they kinda talked about some places yesterday, so.
Yeah, we did. We did talk about different places on the map. But why did I pick those 6 ones, those 6, and why did I put them in that order?
Because they deal with what we're gonna be doing today.
It
That's
does.
why.
Look at the names. Look at the names that I chose.
They're in alphabetical.
They're alphabetical order. I picked them in alphabetical order. B, C, C, I, J, and M. They're in alphabetical order. Okay, I'm gonna collect my scissors back here. We don't need scissors right now. Dang. Perfect. Okay. Alright. So, now, what I like to do, on your first tab,
The British.
okay, yeah, the British, so if you have your little piece of paper, here's mine, you're gonna open up the first tab, and you're gonna open it up. And then what I'd like you to do, is I'd like you to write, under British pound, I'd like you to write that number,
All of it?
that whole thing, right there. So, 0.720799. Right inside the first tab.
1,
Man.
Okay?
7, 2, 0,
What are the last two? Chinese.
Chinese yen,
7.
or Japanese yen, and Malaysian ringgit.
Are we just gonna go to Canadian?
Yeah, we're going to Canadian dollar next. So, what's Canadian dollar gonna be?
1.292021.
That goes inside the second tab. Write that number down. So you're gonna open up the second tab and write that number down, the whole thing.
Hey, at least you don't have to sit in meeting for like an hour. I have to go to a girls' meeting, so, because I won't be home till after 7. Joy, down in my head.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey, let's keep going. So the next one is the Chinese yen or yuan. I don't know how to pronounce it. I wish I did. The Chinese one, 6.33. 526. And you're going to keep going down each tab. Write down the number that associates with that country. You are writing down these numbers right here.
5.
These are the numbers you're writing down. Just make sure they're written down next to the correct name.
What's after 335?
These are the three numbers.
What's after the Japanese yen?
Malaysian ringgit. I have the arrows pointing towards me.
And then, well, you just open up. You can close. What else do you can close? Or just arrow them. This is Indian. What's the first number of the Indian? 65?
65, yep. 65.116884. Now you're probably thinking, well, Ward, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this with a weird graphical organizer thing? Question.
What's the second word with Malaysian again? Oh, it says right there.
Ringgit? Gosh, I hope I'm pronouncing those right. Oof.
I don't think they're gonna care.
Okay, now,
They're not gonna come over anytime soon.
you're still writing down the numbers?
Yep.
Okay, write down the numbers inside the tabs.
No.
There's a reason why I'm having you write these down.
Japanese.
These are the top 10 conversions that happen in US banks on a daily basis. Top 10 countries that people convert money from. You know, if you're going over to Great Britain, you'll use the British pound. You know, you'll be over to London area, okay? You'll use the British pound, Great Britain. Okay? If you go to India, you'll use the Indian rupee. You'll have to convert. A lot of people live in India. It's probably I think it's the second most populous country on the planet. It had like 1 billion people. The Canadian dollar is another one that a lot of people go and visit. Canada or Australia. Okay, they have different conversions. They're close. Malaysia, which is, you know, the Singapore area on the globe. Malaysia, 3.9. Japan, the yen itself. A lot of people go to Japan. And then obviously the Chinese conversion rate is very popular as well. These are the top 10 conversions that happen on a daily basis. Swiss franc is a lot of businessmen use Swiss bank accounts because they have zero tax incentives and they have very good banking systems, very organized.
Okay.
Okay, what we're going to do with this, I know this seems a little odd why we're doing this. We are going to use my little graphical organizer and we're going to put examples over here for each one of these. So my goal today is to do 6 problems. That's it, 6, you're seeing them right here. 6 problems. There's 6 tabs. Okay, now if you don't know and you haven't been paying attention to this chart, or if you haven't really looked at what this chart is telling you, these are the conversions on what $1 US converts to if you go to that other country. So if you had $1 US and you went over to Great Britain, okay, you went over to London area, let's say you're going to go visit. This is how much money $1 would be worth over there. It'd be worth 72 cents. 72 cents for $1. It's more expensive to go to Great Britain. If you went to India, $1 converts to 65 rupees. Okay? 65, the conversion rate. That's a lot. You had $1 and converted to 65 rupees. Okay? If you went to Canada and you had a US dollar, it's now converted into 1.29 Canadian dollars. If you went to Malaysia or the Singapore area on the planet, you'd actually convert your money to 3.9. You know, $1 US is 3.9 ringgits, or whatever you pronounce it as. Ringgits. If you went to Japan, you'd convert $1 US to 106 yen. And then if you went to China, you'd convert your $1 US to 6.33 wons, or rends.
How much does it cost for the order China?
What was that?
Great Wall.
Great Wall. These are what they convert to. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick different numbers here in terms of money, and we're going to convert it and see how much money you have in a different country. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're doing on the inside of our tab. So when you open up that first tab, let me draw a very terrible drawing here. Okay, so here's my little.
Well, yeah, just.
Here's my little tab, and the other tabs I'm just going to have closed. Okay. So when you open up that tab, and we did the British pound, right? So this on the other side of this, it had British pound. Okay. This side you should have had the 0.720799, correct? That's what you had written on the inside of the tab. On the inside, where the paper is, over here, that's where we're going to put our examples. Does that make sense? We're going to do 6 problems here in a little bit. Or we're going to convert. You need a calculator right now before we start. Okay?
So Sam.
Yeah, what?
That's awesome.
We're going to do a little conversion here. We're going to convert some random numbers. And by random numbers, I mean really random. Okay, here we go. Really random numbers.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
He's on a roll.
Okay. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. Okay? Okay, so we're going to go to the British pound. So on your first tab, okay, does everyone have these all written down? Sam, you good?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, on the first tab right here, we're going to roll our die, and that's going to be how much money you have in your bank account at this current moment. Okay, there's 4 die. What this is going to be, because you guys, you're freshmen, so I'm not expecting you to have a lot of money in the bank account. Let's see if I have some examples of die here. So hold on, don't roll yet. Okay, I'll show you an example of mine, and then we're going to have to do yours. Okay, all right, here we go. Go ahead. Okay. Okay, don't roll yet. All right, so you're going to roll your die. Okay, so I'm going to roll my die here. Okay, and I'm going to put them like that. There's my number. So I'm going to just put the 4 numbers together on my die. So what I'm going to write on the inside, this is going right here. I'm going to set up my first fraction. The first fraction I'm setting up is $1 US. $1. Okay, $1 US is that number on the bottom. 0.720799. And you're going to put this stuff right here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now, the number you just...
Chinese.
So again, whatever number you're rolling, that's the number you're going to put on the top of your fraction for your die, and that's the number you're going to put on the top of the fraction you're going to convert into that country that you're in. So if you're in Canada, you roll your die, there's 4 die, so you're going to put the decimal in the middle, so I roll a 45.21. That number goes on the top of X because I'm converting my $45.21 into Canadian dollars, and this is the fraction because I'm using $1 in US over what the Canadian tab said. So now if I'm going to the Japanese yen, let's say that's my next tab, right? I don't know if you guys are done with Canada yet, but let's say you are, and we're moving on to we're moving on to China now.
Oh,
So the
God.
Chinese yen, what is the Chinese yen worth? Chinese, I guess ren, I should say. 6.335286.
Okay, so
That's my fraction. $1 is 6.335286 in terms of rens. I'm gonna convert my roll into that. So if I'm gonna roll for how much money I have in the bank to go to China, I have $55.41. So 55.41, and that's what I'm gonna convert to, the Chinese denomination of money, the ren or whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna cross multiply and divide. So that's what you're doing.
6, 6. Times.
So the tab is what country you're in, and that should have the conversion on it.
See if I can grab it like this now.
Alright.
Please stop falling off my desk.
4.
15
It's a 4.
15 for 4.
And are you guys on the Chinese run now? Mm-hmm. So that number goes. Yep. Nice. Now you're moving on to the next one. So now you're doing the Indian rupee. Ooh, interesting.
See how many rubies I get.
You're gonna have quite a few if you have a big number here, because the conversion rate's like 65.
Oh wait, so it is actually rubies that you're doing that?
Yeah, we're converting it into rupees, yeah.
Sweet.
6, 6.
Okay.
Point 32.
Alright, cross multiply and divide, let's see what you get for, and you're doing the Chinese yen still.
6,
Let's see here.
6.
It should be pretty big.
So 6
3.
point. I hate doing all this
Yeah.
typing.
Over X.
Nice.
1 over 6, 5. Point 1, 1. 6, 8, 8, 4. Oh, jeez. Okay. 6, 5 point 1, 1. 6, 8, 8, 4. 6, 6.32. Divided by 1. 4,318 rupees.
Rupees. Get
Yeah.
a pretty big amount of money, yeah. It's
Have fun buying a new car.
Yeah, I want one.
yeah, the rupee is it goes up and down quite a bit. Figuring out like the conversion rates are pretty tough when you go to a country like that, because it goes up and down daily.
That's why I wouldn't go to that place in the first place.
It's gotta be beautiful there.
Yeah.
Forests
But,
and
like,
trees, and there's gonna be some areas that are extremely hot, but I would love to go to India someday.
my place is still Japan.
Japan.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
And the Philippines.
Yeah, not really.
Hey, if you go to the Philippines, I have a house for you.
Okay. Good. And that was the Chinese. Yeah, you had quite a few.
5, 4, 3, 1.
I hate doing all this writing. It hurts my hand.
All right. We're to the rupee now. Nice. So.
Time for me to get some of those.
5.
You like the rupee down there? You're on the rupee, right? Or are you on the Malaysian ringgit? Which one are you on? Are we doing the Indian rupee? What are you doing?
I'm doing Japanese.
Yeah, not him. He's.
Yeah, the Indian, the third one. Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Did you write down the right number on the inside of the tab?
No. It must have been. Oh, I must have done it for the other Chinese one too. Yeah, wrong one. Oh wait. Yeah, wrong
That
one.
one's wrong. So.
All the other ones are wrong except for British.
Japanese. That one's right. Chinese. Yeah, that one was wrong.
Okay. So I just got these 3 flipped around or something?
Yeah.
No, 4.
65.
Point.
Is that the, yeah, you have them all flipped around. So if you change the names, I think you'd be fine. So, British pound is correct. This one you did here, which you said was the Canadian dollar.
1, 2.
That one's wrong too.
This one is your Indian rupee. You converted to Indian rupee. Oh, but no, you didn't. You wrote down the right number.
It's because I can look on there. And
Oh,
get it.
you've been looking up there. So you are actually doing right. This is the only number you got wrong.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out as I.
Oh, all right,
I just
so
I
good.
just went with it.
So just cross this out, write down the actual numbers that you have below those fractions. Perfect. All right, so we didn't really do too much damage here. Excellent. You
Is
had
this
me
one
worried
right?
no, that, what is that? Which one are you on? Are you on the,
Yeah, Indian.
that's the 65, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 65.
So then these ones are wrong too.
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
And on the Malaysian
Japanese
ringgit.
yens, right?
Japanese yens, right?
So this one
Okay.
on here is wrong too. Then.
And on the
Oh, well, you didn't
Malaysian
do any of the math wrong, though.
ringgit.
You're on the right
No,
now.
it's because I know how to catch things.
Good.
Sometimes. Okay, so which one goes in this one?
You already have that number written down.
Oh yeah, good.
Oh, yeah.
One, two,
My hand hurts as
$12
it
and
is.
45 cents. Nice.
There's one. And a half.
1, 4. Point. 4.
Those two are right now. Oh crap.
Okay, I'll collect these today and then we'll finish it tomorrow. So
Okay.
we have about 2 or 3 minutes left here, so you're fine. So your names are on them?
I can put my name on it.
Yeah, put your name on it. Put the name on the front. Okay. Excellent. I'm gonna collect these, collect your calculators.
I'll fix the rest of that when we come back tomorrow.
Perfect. Not bad. I thought this was kind of interesting little thing to do today. Get us, do a little art project here and do a little conversions. We're gonna play more of a game tomorrow, and I'll talk about why we're converting money and currency. We might require it.
Oh god, money.
Money. It's a game that
Hey.
works with money.
As long as he gives us $1,000, then we know. I'll go buy your lamp.